So I have my voice
I loved
there.
it. I love that. What would you call that?
It was like, I don't know. I'm like, why does my voice sound like that?
I'm here for it. Episode 643. I think we need an update on your back condition or neck or whatever it was.
It's still, well, I haven't done anything that to make it better. My mom recently went to, she went all the way to, our stuff is everywhere. You know, my mom lives in Costa Rica, but she used to live in Eugene, Oregon. And so she has a storage unit out there with all of our winter stuff. And so she needed to get everything in one place.
Yeah, that is helpful.
So she and my brother flew to Eugene, rented a U-Haul, loaded up all the storage stuff, and drove back.
Wow.
And they just arrived on Saturday night, and we have been unloading stuff, and it has been an interesting roller coaster of emotions. I have some, well, she kept all of our old baby clothes and all of our old little kid clothes, like all the good stuff, the greatest hits, like the
right.
best
Yeah.
And it is so funny. She held up 2 in a row, like the first things in the bag. She reached in and found a witch costume.
No,
from Halloween.
Like what age are we talking here?
We're talking 7 years old witch costume that she made. Black velvet.
Oh my gosh.
I no joke, was the grown-up version of this witch a few years ago. Then she reaches in and grabs the next black velvet dress that's like a Wednesday Addams style dress that I have the adult version of hanging in my closet right now. Nothing has changed. She gets out like another one. It's like this little black jumper. Just that morning, I went and bought what I'm wearing right now, a jumper that was the same thing. I'm like, okay, so none of my clothes have changed. I'm wearing the exact same stuff.
That's wild.
So it was fun to look at all those things. They are in amazing condition. I think vintage kids' clothes from the 90s could go for a pretty penny.
Yeah, I agree.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, because
they're in fabulous condition and they are good clothes.
I know you don't plan on having kids, but like, wouldn't it be fun to do like a mommy and me witch thing?
Oh my God. Right. I have some really cute like mommy and me stuff for somebody who doesn't have any plans on having kids.
Right. I mean, this could be a whole...
I don't know. Maybe. Fucking
because usually like mommy and me fashion tends to be like floral and frilly. Yeah, if you did it would be...
We're going to be dark and witchy, spooky.
Yeah.
I do have a cute pair of Toy Story shoes, too.
That's right. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Well, you know what? You might have a whoops-a-daisy. You never know.
I might.
These things happen.
You never know. These things do.
Yeah. Well, that's
so
sweet.
Really fun.
Did it bring up all sorts of feelings?
Yes, it did. How about this? I found in there a sweater that my grandma knitted for me for back to school that has like a little tree line. It's beige and it has a little tree line that wraps around, or a little like grass, like kind of like horizon line with little trees and little schoolhouse coming out of it. I was like, I wonder if I can fit into this thing. Oh, yes, I can. It's a cute. My mom was like, oh, that's a go. That totally works.
I'm so jealous.
That's just a cropped. You roll up the sleeves and like it's. I mean, I think it's gonna work.
I love
so
like
I got
sweater.
a cropped like, and it has my name written in it, and like with those labels that you iron into clothes with my phone number, with not even an area code, because if you found it, you would know what area code. Like, duh, of course.
Wow,
it's the cutest piece of like retro clothing, and my mom also informed me that in that. We haven't found him yet, but she saw them. She says she hopes she didn't throw them away. I hope so too. Are my Beanie Babies.
Oh my gosh, a whole bin or something?
Yeah, she said there's a bag of Beanie Babies, and she said that she kept them in really good condition.
Yeah.
And she was like,
Mint
do you think
baby.
they'll be worth something? And I'm like, now I think like that they're like novelty, like back again, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, so
I love it.
Yeah,
this is so exciting for you.
That
Are you going to put them in like a display case or something?
Well, first we have to find them.
Oh,
Step one, find them.
Yeah.
It is fun to go through oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. All of our photo albums, my mom kept she made like a school album for every year that I was in school that has all of my work in it and so that's fun.
Holy smokes.
And I haven't even gone through. I haven't even sat down. I feel like I need to smoke some mom grass and sit down and
I guess you had good stuff, but I mean 90% of the crap my kid brings home is going right in the garbage.
Well, it all fit. It was enough. She picked, I think, the select few because it was enough to fit hits. In a small, it's one of those little books that has like a place to put your yearbook photo and like a place to put your report card.
It's like a baby book, but it's a grown-up version.
Yes.
That's so cute.
Yes. But for each year of school. And so she has like mine almost all the way done, Jordan's halfway done, Lucas 1 year done.
Exactly.
Poor Lucas.
My fucking 10-year-old sister filled out my baby book. For real. It's like I can hardly read it. I mean,
she recognized this was important.
My mom was probably like, why do you do
She's
this?
a parentified child.
Yeah. Yes. I'll have to ask her if it was voluntary or, obligatory. I don't know.
Oh, that's cute. Sometimes oldest siblings do that because they see the importance of how, what it felt like. I should say oldest, female sibling. Yeah. They see the importance of what that is to kind of hold on to that and, recognize that was important and special to them.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah,
were you emotional, crying?
No. I haven't gone through any of the photos yet. Those ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Also, my homecoming, I can see it's a clear container, so I can see what's in there. I think a part of me is kind of avoiding it. Maybe
I can see that.
It must be because it's been in there for now. It's 4 days. Why wouldn't you look at all those photos? I'm like, homecoming. What am I scared of?
Yeah, there's treasures in there, man.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I can't wait to see on your close friends or whatever.
Oh, that's exactly where I'm. Oh, Avi. Yeah. Putting them on there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wait. Before you move on.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Let's talk about your hair secret, function of beauty.
My hair secret, my function of beauty. I was just thinking I need to get a new function of beauty. Because once again, the old weather is changing.
Wow, you even have to change the recipe for weather conditions?
Yeah, because it gets way drier in the fall. It gets windy and dry and
maybe this is my problem. I never even considered the weather.
Yeah,
okay.
I feel like I have to change it seasonally. It's weird. Maybe that's just me.
No, I think you're conscientious. I like that.
Yeah, I need more moisture. Give me that and something to keep it less. It's the frizz. We've got to tone down.
Yes.
And now that I think about it, it might be left over from summer activities such as swimming in lakes and always camping. So now I think it could be a combination of the two. Either way, function and beauty is my go-to because I can make it custom for exactly what my hair care needs are.
Yeah, I mean that's basically you're the perfect person for this because you're so aware of your hair needs, but everybody should get in touch with this so they can have the best hair possible and they can pick what their goals are and then they get a special formula of shampoo and stuff.
Well, there's a quiz. I'm in touch because I answered some questions. You too can be in touch with your hair needs when you just answer a few questions and there you go.
Oh my gosh. Literally it says here, does your hair get frizzy in the winter but oily in the summer? Sarah! You're an oracle. Holy heck.
No, I'm just a human who has hair, and I understand yes. Look at that.
Wow.
See?
Okay.
I am an oracle. Well, let's go with the oracle.
And if you have, you can choose, what color you want or, what fragrance or fragrance-free or dye-free or whatever. Delivered to your door, good hair days ahead. Say goodbye to generic hair care for good today. Go to functionandbeauty.com/braincandy to take your hair goals quiz, and you'll save 25% on your first order. Go to functionandbeauty.com/braincandy to let them know you heard about it from our show to get 25% off your first order. That's functionandbeauty.com/braincandy. Take your hair quiz and save 25% on your first order.
Yeah, man.
Okay, onward.
Oh, gosh, that's me. I have to pay attention. I was thinking, oh, gosh, I have a little bit of an issue.
Yes.
Like, most things are wonderful, but my mom is here, and one thing that is difficult about that is that her dog is here, which means we have double the doo-doo. And because of that, it's twice the stink. And it is the day before trash day, and I couldn't take it anymore, so I had to take it. Now, it's in the garage, but it smells in my house.
Yep.
I swear.
Yep.
I don't know what to do. Help! Help!
Okay. Well, is there anywhere to put that can that's not in the garage?
Okay, Susie, I put it outside right by, and then I got a letter from the HOA.
You did not.
My HOA guy. Imagine if Pixar designed an HOA guy.
My God. Nightmare.
Imagine what jeans he has. Imagine how high they're pulled. Imagine how 100% shirt tucked in.
Right. Is there
this
a pocket
is him.
protector?
He's got this New Balance on.
Right.
Yes. You already know him.
I know him, and
this
I hate
is him. He lives across the street and 2 doors down from me.
Do you remember how, oh my God. Do you remember how the BTK serial killer, he's this crazy maniacal serial killer, rapist, crazy guy, but his job required him to go measure people's lawns and make sure they were not a millimeter too long, and he would give citations to people for the most petty of grievances.
I swear,
this guy might be
out
a
for
serial
out
killer,
for 24 hours.
Let me ask you this.
Over. And it's so funny. I wish I'd kept the letter. Gosh darn it. It says something like, oh, I think I do have a picture of it.
Yes.
Because then he sent it to my landlord.
Sarah,
and they were
mortified.
like, hey, I got this message. And then, it's so good.
I'm enraged.
And then I was like,
why aren't you more upset?
Oh, here we go. I knew it. Okay. As a homeowner here, wherever I live, you guys don't need to know where I live. We are sure you share our pride in this fine community.
Oh, for Pete's
The diligence
sake.
of our members in observing community standards provides residents with a nice place to live and protects our future property values. When you purchase your home, you should have received a homeowner manual that includes the legal documents, blah, 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 blah. It has recently been noticed that you may be out of compliance with a legal document of the association.
Oh, my God.
Trash containers visible. Trash containers must be stored out of sight at all times except on trash days.
I cannot
so funny.
believe it.
Yep.
Sarah.
Yeah.
What if, you kept your trash in the garage as usual, but then outside you have a small bin that they wouldn't even know was a garbage bin, where all the poop goes.
Well, here's the thing. I have one in the backyard. So I have a back patio that backs up to this big, huge field area, grass area where they run around and do their business.
Yes.
And so right off the back patio, I have a trash can.
For poo.
Where I put it all and then keep it outside. And then when that gets to ready, then we got to put it in the trash can outside.
You're telling me there's so much poo in this receptacle that you had to put it in the main bin.
What do you do with 2 dogs going 2 to 3 times a day, every day?
I'd probably let my grass get some fertilization.
You probably,
would.
everybody's
Is it a public area where people walk through it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you can't do that.
So I can't do that. And if I lived in Costa Rica or in Thousand Oaks where Bo used to live and run around and she just run off into the bushes, go somewhere and whatevs. In Costa Rica, they just run off into the bushes and they do their business. They know, and it does fertilize the grass and everything.
I cannot believe they sent you a letter.
There's a big old sign that says that I will get fined if I don't pick up after my dog. So I'll get another notification if I don't do that.
How many days was the trash can outside of your garage before that letter came?
Susie, 24 hours.
Do you think he was the noticer?
No, what happened was, yes, 100%.
Or is there a mole?
No, he is the noticer. He is always doing things outside. And I will somehow sneak a photo and then put one of the black bars over his eyes.
Yeah.
So he remains anonymous.
Yeah.
And trust me, he don't listen to this podcast. He might have a niece who does. Like, probably every one of these guys has a niece who listens to the podcast because, like, who's rolling their eyes and going, yeah, that's my uncle. I know exactly who that is. Because this also describes my grandfather. This guy was my grandfather to a T.
Okay, but
an engineer.
If he's the noticer, then I don't appreciate his passive voice in that letter because he acted like it had just come to his attention. Someone had told him about this. That
it come to his attention with his eyeballs.
Yeah.
Through his eyeballs.
That was
like,
the compliance
I saw you.
alert was his own.
Yeah. And
pupils.
it was so... Yeah, and I think I may have left it out one extra day because I was like camping or something, or like somehow I left it out. Like,
and his blood was boiling.
Mm-hmm. He was not happy.
You know, I don't know if any of you listeners are like the head of your HOA or anything, but it just seems to me that the kind of person that would want to do that is also the kind of person that would like take some sort of sick pleasure in sending out these compliance letters.
Totally. I make a big point to say hello to him and wave every chance I get.
No.
Yes, because why not? I'm always like, hi, how you doing?
And what's he like when you say that?
Didn't wave back.
Okay.
So...
He is a serial killer.
Like
I can't believe it.
I also think that he doesn't like the idea that, like, me,
just you,
single woman by myself.
Oh my God.
Tattoos with a dog, just because I'm what this looks like his retirement community, and like he wants to keep it perfect.
Oh, is
like
he
very
an older
Pleasantville
gentleman?
Style. Yes, like older, like 72, an active 72, because he's always outside, being all nosy.
God. Does he have a
walking
family?
Around the neighborhood in his New Balances. Guaranteed a wife who is indoorsy.
Do you see her? You've seen this lady?
She probably has cats. But they're indoor cats who aren't allowed
And you're
outside.
certain she exists. There is a wife?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think
Well,
so.
she's a lucky lady. Good grief. Nightmare.
Oh, gosh. Could you imagine doing it with that guy?
No.
I feel like it would be so predictable. It would be like 60 humps like this. Then change her this way. Then 20 moves like this. And then she does this. And then we finish. And then that. And then we don't look at each other. And we watch the same show or put on the same whatever.
Okay, so let's say...
And it's this time on Tuesday like this guy.
Let's say...
He's probably a lovely gentleman.
You got the letter and you just were like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm leaving my garbage can. What's next? What's the next?
Fine.
Okay. And it's like $50.
$250.
Oh my
I think
God.
it's like $250 or something.
$250 like per day?
No, maybe I don't know. I'm just saying that.
Okay.
I'm saying I have
That's your
no
guess.
idea. I don't know because I'm not the homeowner who is aware of the legal guidelines or whatever you said in that letter.
So
As I'm sure you are aware of. No, I'm not aware of.
Do you think he would find your landlord and then your landlord would find you?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Correct.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. But then the landlord was like, I hear he's a little bit of a, like over the top. And I said, yeah, all the neighbors talk about it. And then,
Fuck that guy. I hate people like that.
yeah. So
Letter of the law people drive me crazy.
He is a letter of the law.
I'm a spirit of the
To a
law
T.
kind of gal.
Yes, you
Myself.
are.
And you shouldn't
Yes.
have to smell poo. Why would we keep our garbage in the house?
I know.
It's nonsensical.
What do I do? I honestly need, like, there is a solution. There is some, like, that I'm not thinking. And I also feel like, and don't worry, my bags are compostable. Like, it's a whole thing. I get the eco-friendly
we weren't
ones.
worried.
I was, because I'm thinking about all this trash.
No,
I've done the math in my head. It's not good.
I assumed they were. I know how you feel about litter.
I know, but, like, it's just bad.
Well, maybe one of our listeners has the solution.
Yeah. I mean, what about, like, our zoo friend?
Yeah, Kara, yeah.
Kara. Oh my God, every single time I say it wrong. ever, and then I go back and forth in my head, and I was like, oh, every time, Kara.
Yeah, maybe she has some poo insight.
Because she deals with animal stuff. There's elephants. They got a lot.
Yeah.
And then they probably just rinse it down the drain.
Oh. Hold on a minute.
That was funny. There is a hose attachment outside of my patio. Could I hose it off on the grass, or is that creating poo puddle?
Right, because you're going to want to get waders and stuff.
I do not want a situation that will be like Woodstock.
Right, like this splashing.
I don't need a train wreck situation.
No, you're right. If we learned anything from that, it's don't fuck around with poo.
Yeah. This is really funny that you say that, because it has been a minute, unless you count train wreck, then when we talked about that we have had a poo story.
Yeah, you're right.
And luckily I got one for you.
Okay, what? Tell me.
Yeah, this is great. This combines poo and our love for history and your love for religious studies.
Wow,
I know. It's a real overlap of all of our favorite things. So there was some research done on the bones and like area around a archaeological site in Cambridge, and they used microscope imaging to look at the presence of parasites, and found that the monks or the friars in medieval Cambridge were riddled with parasites, and at a rate that was way more than the average town person.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
So it makes for some fun theories as to why that could be.
Did they provide some?
Yes.
Okay.
And so here's why it's kind of a head scratcher. Because at that time, the average townsperson would not have running water.
Yeah.
They would have a kind of toilet that was, kind of like a porta potty. And it didn't have a drainage system. And the parasites that they found are poo parasites.
Yeah.
It's like that's where
in their body, you're telling me.
Yes. That says, oh yeah, what do they look at?
No, they looked at their waist and they saw parasite.
Yeah, it's like the waist. It's the
evidence.
stuff. It's the stuff around it.
Yeah,
it's there. I think it's not because it wouldn't be in their bones. It's like in the area
I think
around it.
I think it's where the porta potty was. I think they looked at the excrement, like fossils.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, and then
they looked at that. They probably looked at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had like the average like townsperson had about 32% of them had parasites. Yeah, there's got to be. It says like they used microscopic imaging to spot parasite eggs and found evidence that it doesn't say where though.
I'm almost sure it's in the poo fossils.
Okay, we're gonna go with that.
I think so.
And then if we get it wrong, we'll address this in a later.
Yeah, we have the perfect
Okay.
solution.
We have the perfect solution. I love it. So, yes. So, 32% of the townspeople that they looked at had the parasites, but almost 60% of the friars did. So we were thinking, like, what's the deal? Because the townspeople did not have running water, but the monks, friars, did have running water. Something that was kind of close to that. They did have something that was a little more like a
plumbing system or something.
Plumbing system, sewage system. Yeah. And so one of the theories that they're tossing around is that the friars were known to have grown vegetables, and they were thinking that maybe they were using their poo to fertilize the vegetables.
Come on.
And they may have fertilized the crops with human feces, and that
for Pete's
gardens
sake.
were what gave it to them.
Oh my God.
It said that it wasn't unusual in medieval periods to do this, and it may have led to repeated infection with the worms. Sorry, I should have said trigger warning. I'm going to talk about worms.
I don't understand though, Sarah, because other people in the town for sure had gardens, right? And if the friars...
I don't know what it was like.
Why would the friars
Yes,
be
they
the
did.
only...
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's assume, there was enough gardening going on.
This is very good. You know, we need to talk to a gardener, Susie.
No, I'm just saying that, like, if the monks thought it was acceptable to use human poo as fertilizer, it seems the town at large would also have this errant view, and so that would be not different. But it's almost like they're saying, like, the monks came up with this poo idea.
Yeah, it seems like
and
that.
And didn't think it through.
Yeah.
Or something.
It seems like that. And it also said that it's not like the townspeople or the people at this time were ignorant of these kind of parasites, that there were writings and there were different, like, there was evidence to show that people had knowledge of this, like, yo, don't play with your shit.
Right. Like, I think there has to be some sort of instinctual element to that.
Yeah, that's why it smells bad. And that's why we have the instinct disgust.
Right.
Yeah, actually, it's
something's not adding up here.
So this is just what was speculated. So
maybe it was their plumbing system. Like, they didn't have running water though for drinking, right?
Oh God, it's so disgusting. I don't know any more than that, but just like these monks,
they just couldn't catch a break. Like, they
got a lot of shit going on.
I don't know what they were eating, but I know what I'm eating, and that's HelloFresh.
Oh, Suze.
You're mad at the transition?
So mad.
Why? They had vegetables and gardens.
You're right, and we can guarantee these are not fertilized like that.
Yes, this is the good stuff.
Guarantee.
My God.
This is the good stuff. All the good.
So you know how, like, you hate going to the grocery store because it's the worst thing that anyone could ever do? Well,
no, I'd even go before that. You know how you hate planning out meals?
Right.
And you know how you hate having to decide what the hell am I going to eat this week?
Yes. We have a solution, and that is HelloFresh, because they deliver all the fresh, delicious ingredients to your door and these wonderful recipes that just keep getting better, by the way.
Yes. Oh, my God. I still think about those French fries, those potato wedges, but in my mind, they're
so good. And it's, like, so easy that it seems like it couldn't be true. And it's flexible. You can adjust it however you want. They have all different quick and easy recipes and, like, 20-minute meals, because, like, who has the time, you know? It's just great. You can swap out proteins. Like, they've sorted it all out for you guys. And the most important thing is that it's really, really yummy. So I love it. You guys will too. Go to HelloFresh.com/BrainCandy16 and use code BrainCandy16 for 16 free meals across 7 boxes and 3 free gifts. Go to HelloFresh.com/BrainCandy16 and use code BrainCandy16 for 16 free meals across 7 boxes and 3 free gifts.
Yummy. Okay, what else did I want to talk to you about? Talk to you about some poo stories. A whole bunch of stuff. Oh, I watched. Did you see that there's Junior Great British Bake Off?
No.
Oh my God, Susan! I just yelled so much.
Are you serious?
Sorry. I know that was loud. It is so cute. Oh my God, I'll cry just thinking about it. You think that the contestants on regular Bake Off are adorable and that's heartwarming? Wait till you have 11, 12
I can't
year
even
olds.
believe this is happening.
And they're on season 6. So this is season 6 is what I saw on Netflix. I'm like, how has this existed? And I didn't know about it.
I feel mad.
I need you to watch this like so fast so that we can talk about our favorites because there is one guy. Oh my God. Might be the most heartwarming individual that's ever been on
For real?
So
what, is he like charming and lovely?
They're just so funny. Like, I think kids say things that are so God, they're so accidentally funny, and then it's funny to see them get really stressed out and how they react, and they don't have any sort of like we kind of have an awareness that there's a camera present, so we don't really by we I mean like adults on television. They maybe would have some impulse control with things like any coping strategy. there was a little girl who was very stressed out, and she just takes her eclair and shoves it into her mouth so fast. She's like, I'm so stressed. And my mom and I are like,
That's
oh
adorable.
my gosh, it's so cute. You could just see like how they react to stress without any of the kind of like, I don't know, impulse control that we as adults have.
Yeah.
But then they all cheer each other on, and they are so sweet, and it's just the best. And I'm like halfway through season 6, but season 1 to me. Oh my
I'm
God,
so glad you alerted me
I'm
to
just
this. And why
so
is Netflix algorithm?
right? If there's anything, do you not understand?
It's like it doesn't even know me. That's really offensive.
Right. I will say my mom is staying here, and I don't get mad at much, but I did get a little frustrated when she threw off the Netflix algorithm.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, just watch it under the guest thing.
It's so
fine.
true
It's fine.
because like I have
There's a lot of dating shows that now Netflix is recommending to me.
oh no. Because of
Yeah,
your
she watched
mom?
the Indian matchmaking and like all those. She loves those ones.
Those ones.
Yeah, like there's like a whole series of like Indian matchmaking and like Indian like dating shows. My mom's obsessed with them.
Is this like to replace arranged marriages or what? What are we doing here?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, because I have the premium YouTube, and it's like the best $15 you could ever spend because I cannot
Really?
stand YouTube commercials,
Oh, yeah.
and I will not share it with Adam. Like he's gonna have to get his own if he wants it.
Oh no, that's gonna be heavy.
My
Like
feed,
right? Yes,
because I like what I like, man.
yes,
And
it throws it off. It changes
yeah.
it.
Even if I have to search for something that I wouldn't normally, I'm like, should I go incognito mode? Like, I can't let this affect the algorithm.
Right?
It's going to think I love this shit.
Right. Well, I know. And my freaking Instagram thinks that I
Yep.
like reality television.
It's time for you to get the burner account.
I know, but I always have this weird feeling
Yeah.
that somebody's secretly going to know.
I know. I have that feeling.
Like
too.
I'm not like that's so it's maybe like I don't pay attention to anything on Instagram because like I just can't be bothered, but I think people do, and I think that I'm not. I don't know. I'm not. I feel like I'm lying. I can't lie.
I know what you mean. I do fear being.
I'm living a lie.
exposed.
Somehow I like I can't. I can't do it. I feel like I'm being
All right. Fair enough.
yeah.
And you're just going to have to live
Yeah.
with that Discover page that's all wrong.
Yeah. Well, people at a mountaintop, a new mountaintop, can now
How is it a new
keep their
mountaintop?
Well, no. Let me finish.
Sarah's
A new
genuinely mad that
now-
I interrupted her.
No, I'm not.
That's
No,
hilarious.
because like I like now I'm thinking I'm like, did I word that incorrectly? That there's a new mountaintop where people can check their Discovery page because Mount Kilimanjaro just got Wi-Fi.
Wow.
Just a fact for you.
No, that's
Yeah.
great. I just liked watching the process there.
Yes,
Of announcing
listen,
that.
not all of us can be as good
yeah.
at segues as you can. I'm really trying to like get better,
Oh my
you know,
gosh.
because maybe you guys have heard I host another podcast with Therapy Jeff, and I am going to be doing the ads, so I gotta I'm not getting warmed up and practicing. Maybe
I think that's so
bit.
funny. Like just imagining it cracks me up.
Oh. It's gonna be a little bit of a struggle, I'm sure.
No, I think you'll see it's you have all the natural skills to create that magic.
I can do it. Yeah. But Mount Kilimanjaro is getting Wi-Fi.
I do think we should take a moment to say everyone should subscribe to your new podcast, which is going to be amazing. It's called This Changes Everything. And
Yes.
Sarah and Therapy Jeff are just going to be as amazing as ever, but talking about all that mental health
Therapy
stuff.
Jeff is so smart.
Is he?
He knows about I mean, This Changes Everything is the perfect name for it because I learned something from him.
Aww.
Every time we do an episode where I'm like, oh my God, this really does change everything.
He's real insightful.
It changes really insightful. Like in the last episode, I learned from him a real reason why we shouldn't care about the little things that we sometimes worry about on first dates, like will they see the zit or will
Why?
am I wearing the right
reason?
shoes? Oh my gosh.
I'll tune in.
Yeah, there's a name. There's an actual name for why this is that happens in the beginning of dating, and so.
Wow.
What the other partner sees. Yeah, super, super fun. So
see, that's great. And that's why it's the perfect
and I'm like,
show.
oh, this makes total sense. So you guys are going to love it.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to listen. And everyone's going to love it. And they love this side of you. They really love your wisdom and expertise. So I know they'll love it.
Well, I have some wisdom, some expertise, life experience, and, then therapy Jeff comes
I don't understand why you said soon to be licensed regarding your your job. Why aren't you considered licensed? You are, though.
Well, because I have to finish. I'm still technically a marriage and family therapy associate. I have a license, but they have a different title when you get I have an associate's license. It's not like official. I have associate's number, I shouldn't say. It's not a license. I have an associate number. And until I get 3,000 hours in specific categories, that's the hard part, I can't apply for my license.
But you're still called a therapist?
Yes, because I'm just an associate instead of a licensed marriage and family therapist.
Okay.
I'm just a marriage and family
therapist. That would really
associate.
bother me if I were you.
It bothers me so much. It's so annoying. I'm so close. But I'm going to see what I could do. I'm going to try to figure something out. I think maybe I can sit for this national. I'm going to try. We got next on my list of things to do.
Put our foot on the gas there because I've had.
Yeah, who the heck knows? I know, right? Oh gosh, so hard. Anyway,
Mount Kilimanjaro is getting Wi-Fi, or did get Wi-Fi, is what you say?
Did. Got it.
And
yes,
this is so people can post their summit pictures or what?
Well, that's at first what I thought because they kind of sold it in all the very clickbaity ads. Like I saw this came up in a whole bunch of different, they were like, oh, she's interested and she talks a bunch of shit on Everest. She'll probably love this. So, everything that was real clickbait, it was like, you can take a selfie on Mount Kilimanjaro. But then when I really read the article, what this does is it provides help for people who are in emergency situations. This is like, hey, we need a helicopter out here because this person's
in distress.
Dying.
Yeah.
Like the only thing you had were long range walkie-talkies. I don't know how else you'd be able to communicate if there's no service out there. There's no nothing.
Wow.
It's now that I say that, I go everywhere I go has no service, and now that is kind of freaky. I might need a solution for this. I might need one of those GPS little things that you click.
Well,
and it
don't
sends,
buy it because I already got you it for Christmas.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Susie!
I wanted it for myself, but I'm like, why would I ever need this? And so
Susie, stop. You're the best in the whole universe, and you really it's
like, don't let her buy it.
I was honestly, I'm like, I'm going to put it on this right now. I obviously need that. That is so.
I hate this.
Oh my gosh, that'll be great.
Take it out of your mind, though. Pretend like you don't know.
I won't. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Because it was recommended by the guy that wrote The Comfort Crisis, and I was like, I need that. I'm like, I absolutely do not need that, but I wanted it.
It's like the one thing that you actually do need, and oh, yeah.
But anyway,
for safety.
Merry Christmas.
This is so funny. You make me
But
laugh.
you're right. That would worry me if I were you because you probably don't have service.
It didn't until 2 seconds ago. At first, I was like, oh, this is really nice. I get to kind of just take a break. It really I did say I've got to change my email to have an away notification hey, I'm going to be out of range.
You should
and stuff
maybe
like that. But now I'm like, wait, hang on a sec.
Do you do that thing where you say to your mom or somebody here's where I'll be, coordinates? Because that would probably be good too. So we know where to look for you.
Yeah, these are all good. These are all very good things that I think you and I'm going to run this by Eli because
well, yeah. Because you know how, when people go on a hike and then they get lost, it's actually more often than you would think. And it always disturbs me how easy it is for that to happen.
My brother Jordan got lost just walking back to the car when they were
This is scary.
like bouldering or like doing some sort of climbing, and he went back to the car like to get a jacket or something like that, and got because it was getting cold.
I'm saying.
Got turned around, and it was like getting like I think that they had to have like park ranger or somebody come look for him, something like that. He ended up finding it, but he said when the sun went down and he was still outside looking for the car, he started to get real scared. And this is my brother who's like,
yeah, he's cool.
These guys are outdoorsy. They like know what they're doing and don't fuck around. And I think after that, he was like, yeah, you can't fuck around with this shit. Woo! Okay.
Yeah.
Eli did say I need to take an avalanche prep course, like an avalanche survival course.
Well, yeah, and then tell me.
And they fill up fast.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they do. Like around the season, because like a lot of places, like if you like, I don't know, maybe you have to like take one to go do certain things. But yeah, I'm definitely going to sign up and do that because, like, you know,
no, for real, it's scary as heck.
For real, it's like so crazy to think about. But so that's why Mount Kilimanjaro having Wi-Fi is like not as silly as it sounds, because
no, I don't think so.
You do. You know, like it said 10 people a year die on the mountain. I believe it said that.
Yeah, like, can we just get it everywhere real quick? Because it just seems like it's time here.
It seems like if you can GPS track and like, you know, zoom in from a million billion miles up.
Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah. Then how come you can't like get Wi-Fi everywhere? I feel like I still only sort of know what Wi-Fi and all this shit is.
Yeah, right.
So, and then like, and I found out they actually like run cable, like those fiber optic cables, like under the ocean and things like, you know, have to actually connect. I'm like, I don't know how anything works. I really don't.
Matt Neroni, how like, I think it was on here. You and I were having the conversation about how like it was on here. We don't really know what the dark web is. And he kept
idea.
Teasing me and being like, acting like it's like darkweb.com or whatever. Because
www. I still like, that's a funny joke only because like I know that he's making a joke, but I still was like,
but where is it? Right. So that's what
I still might Google that.
That's what I said after he finished.
I'm scared
laughing.
that it'll track me and then wonder why she's doing that.
Right, because I said, was it on here? Or to him, I said, I guarantee you that anybody that's gone to the dark web is somebody that it would also have Googled, how do you find the dark web? Like, because they're all like weirdos and stuff. And he was saying,
check that person's search history.
This will be for our spinoff, but like, it is not on the regular web.
What does that mean?
So, like, you know how
I'm like Katie Couric. You know when she was like they announced like what the internet is. She was like, with like the at symbol. Like, what is that? Where does it exist? Whatever. I am Katie Couric on the Today Show, sitting on the couch right now, or whatever.
Totally. He goes, it's basically like that thing. This is like just going to be ridiculous, but I guess it's like a separate server that bad people
I can sort of understand
set up in like their fucking garage or something, and then if you know somebody in it, then they can tell you how to get on there.
Okay, so like somebody else, who the fuck hosts the internet server?
See, this is
like
what I
Google?
mean. Well, no, it's like a separate one.
Like, where does the internet live?
This is what I'm saying, you guys.
These are the big questions. And I don't even know the answer to that question. Susie's like, Susie can't take it.
So funny.
Which makes
it's relatable. I think a lot of people feel this way.
This is also a good segue, because I also don't know, like, if that makes you feel weird and uncomfortable, this will only make it worse. So NASA released a tweet that said, turns out like the space isn't silent. They recorded sounds from the inside of a black hole.
And what it sounds like?
It actually sounds like the depths of hell.
No!
Susie, yes. No, I'm not kidding. It sounds like 1,000 tortured souls trying to escape from the depths of hell. Do you want to hear?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I am not okay.
That is the scariest thing ever.
I know.
You have to mute.
Doesn't that sound like hell? Like, I don't know. I like if Satan had a soundtrack.
Oh my god!
Holy crud!
Okay, you got to mute it again.
Oh, that kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. Why does it do that?
Mute again. Mute. Okay, so
got it. Oh, I was yelling at my TV. Not my TV. What is this? Computer. I've been thrown off by the sounds of hell.
See, this makes... You know how... We talked about this recently where I was like, the mysteries of the universe kind of freak me out because a lot of people gain comfort from religion and stuff. And it sounds great, but when you hear stuff like that, you
gain comfort from the guys who are fertilizing their veggies with their shit?
Right.
What do we got? Why do we listen to those guys? What do they know?
Black holes have hell
know what to
inside.
put on their plants. Please.
What is going on in there? What is going on?
What is? We don't I don't know. Question mark. That's it.
Sarah, did they not say, like, here's what we think it is?
They are...
They should make something up just to make us feel
ripples
better.
that are put out from hot gases caused by pressure waves that are sent out from the black hole. And those then, like the ripples, the frequency at which those are translated into music notes, and those are the notes that they come up with. That's what it sounds like.
I mean, that is like fucking...
Actually sounds like what you can imagine. Isn't that creepy? Mm-hmm. What's up with that?
And I am fascinated by black holes, and I wouldn't be surprised if, we kick the bucket and then we figure it all out. Yeah. We find out the truth of the universe, and it's like, oh yeah, that's where hell is, and it's real. Yeah, and now you're going hole. There.
Oh,
welcome, Susie. We've been waiting for you here in hell.
I mean, it's a good theory.
God damn it.
I know. Can we have like the opposite sound? Like I want the sound of like the birth of the universe or like something beautiful.
What if it's like harps?
Like, the edges where like, yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like the edge where the universe is expanding. Yeah. Where can we get a little
audio from
can
that?
Can we press record out there?
Put the mic over there. Right.
Stop. Can we I need somebody to Photoshop Adam with the boom mic, but like hanging it over the edge of the universe.
For real. Because then it sounds really like the most beautiful sound. Like Celine Dion solo or something.
Right. Yes. My heart will go on and on. And so will the universe. It's just Celine Dion singing at the edge of the universe.
I cannot believe
1,000 million souls screaming from the depths of hell in the black hole. Susie, fucking science. I know. That kind of like.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I know. That's how I felt. And like NASA just like casually
I hate when they do
tweets this. What the fuck, NASA? This is what they do. I'm like, when they throw out, oh, P.S. they're aliens. Oh, by the way, we've recorded the
eternal damnation.
Deepest. Yes, correct.
Oh my God.
Like, if that doesn't sound like the upside down, like, I just finished Stranger Things. And, yeah, that's it.
I don't know. That is so disturbing.
I know.
And it always is that kind of a sound. You're right. Like, you never get to hear, like, the magic noises of heaven or something.
But, like, those do exist. And you know what? Maybe they do. Because, like, some things do make those beautiful kind of noises and kind of...
What, like orcas or something?
What makes good sounds?
That's what you're going to Google. I feel like maybe...
Yeah, that's such not a Google. Maybe, can we search that on the dark web? Is that more appropriate for a dark web?
Darkweb.com. What are pretty sounds?
Oh, gosh. Oh, this is so funny to me. Is this funny to everybody else? This is making me laugh so much. Oh, I have the giggles.
Do you think that... See, because, sometimes it's like, they'll say, oh, it's the most beautiful sound in the world, but humans can't hear it or something, you know? Like they're always teasing it. I want the good stuff right now.
I think
none of this Ebenezer
there were
Scrooge stuff.
Some of this couldn't be heard by the human ear, but they turned it into a
But
sound
then they made
that
like
could.
a goddamn mixtape out of it somehow.
Yes, that is so true because the article I read said NASA remixes sounds of a black hole and it's creepy as hell. So use the Oracle now.
Right.
You
Right there on their like turntables.
That's exactly it. They're like, what the hell? That's exactly it.
Sarah!
I know.
How did you learn about this?
In the good old ifuckinglovescience.com.
And I wonder what the comments were like. Are other people upset? Or are they like, oh, that's cool?
I wonder what the comments are on. Let me go check out old NASA X. Like this is a NASA spin. It's not even NASA's main.
Oh my God.
account. It's their spin. So they're like hiding this.
Yeah, right.
They're clearly burying it
on their dark web account.
It's NASA's spin-off account or whatever. It's probably their burner account.
Their burner. NASA's burner.
It's called NASA Exoplanets, which it would be the name of your burner account.
Exactly.
Come on. We see you, NASA. And let's see what other people are saying. It says, that sound is terrifying. Okay. Yes. Then, oh, come on. Like, half of the stuff is, like, people just being, like, the internet's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Whenever a tweet gets popular, like, the first, 100 things now are, like, weird ads for stuff.
Yeah, buy my T-shirts.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, besides that, other people were like, holy crap,
all
this is
right,
terrifying.
That's good.
Yeah, we'll have to go on a deep dive of what other people had to say. So, yeah, that's terrifying news. And you're welcome.
I mean, maybe we should wind it down now. I don't know how you can go. Where do you go from there?
See.
Do you have something to soften the blow?
I do have. This is just like a fun little factoid because I didn't know about. Oh my God! I'm looking through my notes about the other things that I want to talk about.
They're all horrible.
I got one little factoid from the junior bake off that I forgot to throw in here that I totally didn't know. Churros are from Spain.
Oh, okay.
Just a little fun factoid. I always thought that like every Mexican restaurant, it's like, and I do understand that they're like Mexico by way of Spain. Like I get that, you know. But if you were to ask me, if you were to give me a multiple choice test and say where,
because
did the churro originate, I would have never guessed Spain.
Well, no, and I've been to Spanish restaurants. They don't have churros on the menu.
Yeah, now, and if they did, I would be like, this seems
appropriate
because I would be ignorant to, but the actual history of the churro. So there's some fun news for you.
Yes, that's
now
nice.
Some not so fun news for you. This is a little personal story that I have to share because my mom's like, you have to put this on the podcast.
Okay.
And it's almost worth writing to frickin' Kroger. I'm that upset about it.
I love when you're mad at a store.
Yeah, you will be too after you hear this.
Tell me.
So, as you know, Bo has reached an age where she has to wear diapers.
She's incontinent.
And so she's incontinent. So she wears her little her diapers, but I've been washing those like it's my job.
They're cloth diapers?
Yeah, because the regular ones are so fucking expensive.
That's great.
Oh, I should take a picture. And they come in colors and everything. She got pink ones.
You mean people make these? They're dog cloth diapers.
Dog cloth diapers.
Wow.
But they are not absorbent enough because they're like just washable diapers. So you have to, the trick is to line them with a pad.
Correct. Oh,
and so I was looking for like the most absorbable pad that they had. So it's like the old people, kind of incontinence pads that you'd put in your underwear. And at that age, there are male and female pads.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
The male pack is 52 pads.
Yeah.
The female pack is 42 pads. The female pack of 42 pads costs, are you ready for this? $13.99. Would you like to know what the male pack of 52 pads cost?
Yeah.
$7.99. Tell me why that's like that.
Tell me why.
Susie, there is no explanation for that. Even the fancy one, even like the not Kroger brand, nicer ones are cheaper for the male ones than they are for the female, and you get way more in the pack. So I did the math. It is about 15 cents a pad for the male ones and like 36 cents a pad for the female ones.
This is the GD Pink Tex.
Like I've never seen before.
We got to call the diaper companies.
Double. See? Look at this was not that's what my mom said. My mom's like, this is almost worth calling them. This is almost worth letter writing, like, because
wonder.
See, and she's got you convinced too, like you're on board too, because like that's a very pricey, and the men's is bigger, so it's not a size thing. Because that's why I went with the male one too, because it's wider at the top.
I cannot believe
you cannot tell me there's any difference. $7.99 versus $13.99. Come on.
I can't. I'm gobsmacked. I really am.
Could you imagine that if you're a female, you're paying double a year for your incontinence products than the man sitting next to you?
Unbelievable.
What?
I think I would just buy the men's.
I would too. I mean, like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Tell me why. And if anything, the men should be more, because you have to make a new goddamn machine for the new shape. That theirs is like the one-off. This is just like throw some extra padding on the ones we've been doing for years.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well,
I can't think of a good argument for this.
No, I would have to find out. I really would.
So.
Because that's outrageous. But as an aside, when my mom uses
I'd make you mad about this.
Cloth diapers for babies, they have like a plastic over panty that goes over the cloth to protect from leaks that you can just reuse all the time. Maybe that would work too. Maybe they have those for dogs instead of having to buy those sexist pads.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd mention
that plastic over thing. Yeah.
Because that's
the
crazy.
next step they have are like little overall straps that hold it up.
I think it's time.
Those too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
For just style effect.
Just for style. They hold them up.
It's like mommy and me fashion with Bo.
Oh my God. I love that. So yeah,
I am.
That's that. I had to.
Emotionally
I went back in my
drained
notes
from all
and I
of
was
this
like,
news.
I cannot. Yeah, not. Did I tell you anything good? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did, because I did enjoy the HOA letter story, even though it was it was infuriating, because I just don't. Truly, to me, that's like studying a psychopath, is learning the brain.
I'm gonna. This is the measure of the grass guy. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna take a photo. I'm gonna make sure that you guys are not robbed of the pleasure. You know, I welcome any and all doodles of what you believe this man looks like, because all of them will feel like prize to the closest.
Great stories, though, Sarah.
Yes,
even though it was draining.
Thank you. Emotionally,
we learned about weird mystery of the friars' parasites.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what that's about?
Question mark.
You did also tell me about British Bake Off, which was heartening.
Yes. Mm-hmm. We learned about Kilimanjaro getting Wi-Fi.
Let me ask you this. Do you think when you take the course on the avalanche training, do you think it would be the same exact techniques, more or less, for, like, you know, when a sand dune falls on somebody and then they're like buried in sand?
Yeah, I can imagine that would be similar.
You could apply the same. Because that just happened to somebody. He was just out filming the sunset.
Stop it.
Yeah. He was out filming the sunset, and that thing collapsed, and he was a goner.
I also read something that said sinkholes are becoming more
a lot of sinkholes
frequent. Yeah. And we all signed up for that course.
Oh, my God. What if when you fall in a sinkhole, you hear that same black
Oh, my God. Susie, Oh, Lord.
Well, it seems like the same idea. Not at all,
is.
but in my brain it is.
Well, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out.
On all this great news.
Or how to avoid falling into a sinkhole and
yeah, sorry, it was intense, but you know what?
It's fun.
We got through it together.
You know. All right, friends.
See you next time.
Bye.